Game number 2 at Sinsheimer. The San Luis Obispo Blues welcome in the Coastal Dodgers as we welcome you to the Ancient Owl pregame show. Welcome into the broadcast booth for today, everybody. My name is Ryan Giacomini, a solo dolo broadcast. Just me, myself, and I. Addy Daudet, our current color commentator, out of town, so I will be doing the entire broadcast by myself. No problem. But let's get you guys ready for today's game. The Blues last night able to pick up a win in their first game of the season, 1 of 53 on the year. It was a 9-3 win where the offense was there for the Blues. They recorded 2 extra base hits thanks to Jake Hicksonbaugh and Dom Nahar. Both of those bats will be featured in the lineup again today. As well, the Blues were patient at the plate, drew some walks, and as a result, those 9 runs. The biggest issue for the Blues last night were the errors. 4 errors last night, 2 by Brady Alves, 1 by Sean Rivas, and 1 by a pitcher who at the time it was Chance Jasso who made that error. Defense has been a problem for the Blues in the past couple of years. That's going to be a problem again this year, it looks like. Those 4 errors is something that needs to be cleaned up. Another thing to look out for tonight, the Blues and their stolen bases. Yesterday, 10 stolen bases, 5 of them coming from Jake Hicksonbaugh. This is a team that likes to run. Someone who didn't even join the steal party yesterday, Dom Nahar, who had 44 steals over his first 2 years of college baseball. So expect him to get in on the action as well on the base pass. It should be a good game today. The Dodgers are coming out, awful loss last night, throwing Justin Cortez, one of the very, very few upperclassmen they have on their team. It's a team comprised of a lot of high school seniors, just guys who just graduated and will be going into their freshman years, and guys who play at the JUCO level as freshmen or sophomore. See a lot of Cuesta and Santa Barbara Community College guys. So for the Blues, they have to take advantage early if they want to get the win tonight. This is a team that's going to come out hungry. They're going to want to play hard. They're going to want to score and win. And if the Blues make 4 errors again, look for the Dodgers to capitalize off of those. 3 out of the 4 times the Blues made an error, it resulted in a run for the Dodgers. So every single run they scored last night unearned, but if they can continue to string together some more hits and the Blues continue to make errors, that could be a big problem tonight for San Luis Obispo. We're going to see some new names making their debut for the Blues tonight, and then one player who is a returning player making his 2026 season debut. And on the mound tonight for the Mustangs is Joseph Gamber, coming off Tommy John surgery. Pitched a little bit this last year at the University of San Diego. Did not have his best year. Looking to clean it up with the Blues this summer. Well, we're going to go to break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have starting lineup and first pitch for you as we go to the field for the national anthem. Blues baseball on the Central Coast as the Blues welcome in the Coastal Dodgers. It's the second game of a 2-game set against these teams, but it's only the second game of 4 this weekend. Blues start their season at home last night with a winner and look to pick it up again tonight. Let's introduce you to our starting pitcher for the San Luis Obispo Blues tonight. It's Joseph Gamber, as I mentioned in the pregame show. He struggled a little bit this last year at Fresno Pacific. Only threw 10 2/3 innings. The biggest concerning number, 16 walks in those 10 2/3 with 3 strikeouts. Hopefully he could look to fill up the strike zone tonight against this Dodger team. He also did spend 2 years as a Giant with the College of the Sequoias, where his numbers looked a little bit better in his first season there. But always the walks have been an issue for him. Over 20 walks in both years with the Giants as well. Well, the lineup for the Coastal Dodgers is a few familiar names from last night, a couple of guys who we didn't see at all. Leading it off, it's going to be the center fielder, James Luderer. Then it'll be Cal Whip, the shortstop. Andrew Vega will bat third and play right. Bradley Chedaka will play first and clean it up. Ashton Bloom bats fifth. Cole Stutt will catch and bat sixth. The designated hitter, Connor Chanley, bats seventh, with Hayden Hall and Anthony Ebert rounding out the order. A throw down, and we are about ready for baseball. The head coach for the Dodgers, who announced the lineup, Steve Hardesty, along with his assistant coaches Bob Feistro, Alex Hoover, and Frank Paz. Want to apologize early. There will be no count for today's game, as I'm doing it all alone. I'll keep you updated as that one misses. A ball and no strikes. Luderer came in last night and pinch hit. He nubs this one on the ground to short. Going to be a tough play up the middle for Martinez, but he makes the throw on the run, and that's how this game gets started. Well, with the first out underway, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Blues. In the outfield from left to right, it's Dom Nahar, Ty Bernal, and Kosei Suzuki. On the infield from first to third, Sean Rivas, Gavin Constantine making his debut with the Blues. A.J. Martinez and Addison Janowitz, with Ty Gradal behind the dish. This one's chopped on the ground to Janowitz. Throw across the diamond. Just like that, 3 pitches and already 2 outs. Pounding the strike zone is exactly what Gamber needs to do today. So far, he's done just that. Threw a ball to start the game. But since then, it's only been strikes. Brings up Andrew Vega. Vega yesterday went 1 for 2, a double where he later scored in the 6th, and a walk in the 2nd. Fouled back to the netting. A ball and a strike. Takes this one outside. Vega, Spartan from San Jose State. He didn't appear this last year, however. Graduate of Newberry Park High School. Top 80 outfielder in the state when he graduated. That's how he gets a Division I nod. 2-1, misses up and away. Here are those control issues. It's 3-1 now. Chicado waits on deck. He looks for an opportunity here in the first inning. A 3-1. It swung on and fouled back. Full count with 2 outs as fans streamline into the stadium on what's a pretty cool afternoon. 64 degrees, clear skies. And that's a walk. So Chicata will get a chance with 2 outs. Gamber got 2 outs on 3 pitches, and in that at-bat, tripled his pitch count. Chicata started yesterday's game, but was pinch hit for in the 7th inning. He offers at it. They appeal. He did not go around, says the first base umpire. Before getting pitch hit, Chicata went 1 for 2, a walk with his lone hit as a double. This one's hit the other way. It's a long run out in right field. Suzuki can't get there. Excuse me, let me correct myself. Bradley Chicata 0 for 3 yesterday. All 3 outs were ground outs. Suzuki's a guy with a lot of range out in right field. He got a very good jump, but that ball was not hit very well, and it had some tail to it. Outfield plays pretty deep with the wind blowing hard from left to right. 2 outs in the top of the first. Big lead off first. This one's hit the other way. Suzuki played it perfectly, and he's going to make the grab to end the inning. Gamber makes quick work of the Dodgers in the top of the first, and the Dodgers get nothing with the Blues coming up right now. Blues able to get out of the bottom of the first inning with no damage. They will face on the mound a right-hander, Justin Cortez. Cortez, right-handed pitcher from Hollister, California, currently a senior at the University of the Cumberlands, a NAIA school. Very familiar with the area. He played at Cuesta for 2 years before going to University of the Cumberlands, and he will face a lineup that looks like this, announced by head coach Dean Trainer. It'll be Dom Nahar to lead it off. AJ Martinez makes his debut and bats second. Jake Hixenbaugh is the designated hitter. He'll bat third. Kosei Suzuki will clean it up. And then it's two more Blues making their debut, Jack Gradell and Ty Bernal, followed by Sean Rivas, who had one hit in yesterday's game. Gavin Constantine makes his 2026 debut, a returner for the Blues. And then Addison Janowitz will round out the order. Winding the pitch on the first pitch of the bottom of the first inning, misses up and in. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Cortez. High chopper to second. Hayden Hall has it. He throws it to first, and Nahar is out. Let's take a look at that lineup, or that defensive alignment, I should say. Just saw Hayden Hall at second base. But the rest of the team in the outfield from left to right, it's Ebert, Luderer, and Vega. On the infield from first to third, it's Shakata, Hall, Wipf, and Bloom with Stutt behind the plate, and Shanley as the designated hitter. That brings up A.J. Martinez getting his first at-bat in a Blues uniform. First pitch, 79-mile-an-hour curveball. Martinez, last 2 years at Cuesta, looking for a new place to call home. A graduate of Granada High School in the Livermore, California area. Last year at Cuesta, good slash line, 3.56, 4.36, and a 4.15 slugging. Finds himself ahead here, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball that's lifted in the air and might be playable on the first base side. It's going to sneak into the orange robes. And a kid in an Angels jersey scoops it out on one hop. The Blues, the first CCL team in action, as I've mentioned, got the win last night against the Dodgers. The next CCL team to start playing games is the Sonoma Stompers, who start next weekend. Blues stack a lot of non-conference games in late May, early June. Called strike 3. Martinez gets rung up. Cortez went back to that curveball. That curveball doesn't move all that much, but very over the top, so it might look like it moves a little bit more. It's also about 10 miles an hour difference than his fastball. And it's very over the top movement. See, it's not quite 12.6, more like 12-7, so it does have a little bit of break to it as well. Nonetheless, there's 2 outs with nobody on for Jake Hicksonbaugh, who had a very productive day yesterday. That one's called a strike. Hicksonbaugh yesterday, 3 for 5, a double and an RBI. He struck out for one of those 2 times. He didn't get a hit. He also stole 5 bases. Blues had 10 total stolen bases yesterday. Scored twice. It's a 1-1 count to the designated hitter. Big swing and a miss. Another curveball from Cortez. We've really only seen fastball and curveball so far from him. Working exclusively out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. 2 strikeouts for Cortez in the first inning after one full. Blues nothing, Dodgers nothing, and we head to the second on the SLO Blues streaming network.
Also, please watch out for foul balls.
Ready for action in the second inning, no score. The only base runner, Andrew Vega, who drew a 2-out walk for the Coastal Dodgers, who are up right now. It'll be Ashton Bloom to lead it off. Stutt and Shanley are the other two due up in the inning, as the first pitch from Joseph Gamber is a called strike. Gamber got 2 outs on 3 pitches to start the game, and then a long at-bat to Vega. Threw a few more pitches to Chikata. This one in the dirt. Pitch count worked up pretty high in that first inning, honestly, after I mentioned 2 outs on just 3 pitches. This will be pitch number 19 already. Up and in. You know, that's obviously not too much, but considering you only gave up 1 base runner in the first, you still threw 16 pitches. That's right around the max you want to be at in an efficient inning. This one misses upstairs, 3-1. I say 15 or less is ideal. Bloom, who's at the plate, and a 3-1 count, went 1 for 4 yesterday. He scissor kicks this one out of play. Bloom just graduated from high school, playing at St. Joe, not too far south of here. He swings and hits this one the other way. Constantine dives, knocks it down, but there's going to be no play at first. A single, as there goes the no-hitter. Gamber gives up his first hit to the 5th batter he faced, and here comes Cole Stutt. Stutt, the backstop today, and a left-handed hitting catcher. Pinch hit in yesterday's game and went 0 for 2. Double play depth for the infield as a slider misses inside. Fastball away. called strike. May have got some help there. Stealing a strike. It's Ty Gradell behind the plate. Average leadoff first for Bloom, who led off the inning with a single. That one, similar spot, and gets the same call. 2-2 now. Stott also a recent high school graduate, but with Highland High School. Committed to play with Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut. Gamber out of the stretch with a runner on. Here's the 2-2. Hit the other way, foul. Off the hands, inside, out at it. Janowitz almost had a play on it. Ball landed foul, nonetheless. The orange bleachers that stretch from first to third, almost at capacity. I mean, it's just a beautiful day at the ballpark, and Blues baseball is back. SLO people from the SLO area, also known as locals, love coming out to these games. Grab a hot dog, bring your kids. It's shown so far this weekend as that ball is nubbed off the hands, and Constantine will grab it. Last night's attendance just shy of 1,700. We'll get an official word on tonight's attendance later in the game. After Stutt's pop out, it brings up Connor Chanley, the designated hitter today, who got a start in yesterday's game, but as the second baseman. Looking to see if he can help the Dodgers be first to score. Fastball misses way outside. Gradell thought about throwing back to first. And his start yesterday, Chanley went 1 for 4. He stole a bag, he scored, and he grounded into a double play. This one's hit the other way, and that's going to be through for a one-out base hit. Rounding second and heading for third is Bloom. The throw is cut off. They throw back to first, and the runner is safe at first. And Dean Traynor shot out of the dugout.
Baseball is brought to you by Lido Restaurant and Lounge, Long Prior Associates CPAs.
Dean Traynor kind of has a reputation for being a little bit of a hothead, but last year did a really good job. He did get thrown out last year. We'll see how this conversation goes at second base. He's going to go have a talk with the umpires. I thought it was pretty close. It was pretty close. It was a great play by Martinez to cut it off and then make a quick throw over to first base. What's tough today is that there's only a 3-umpire crew. So the umpire who made that call was standing right where he is right now. You kind of see him in the middle of your screen talking with Dean Traynor just past the mound and near second base. When that ball gets hit, they all rotate together. The home plate umpire stayed at home. The other base umpire was over at third base. Dean is still out there talking with the umpire. And Dean will take the long walk back. Now there's runners on the corners with one out. He's still talking to the umpires as he meanders back to the dugout. And it brings up Hayden Hall, former Blue. Looks to do damage against his old team. Joseph Gamber on the mound, who pumps in an 89-mile-an-hour fastball for strike one. Hall, a right-handed hitter, playing second base. They backpick to first. It's in the dirt, and Rivas just blocks it to keep it in the infield. Hall, a Division II player with CSU Monterey Bay. The Otters, just a little over 2 hours north of here. Prior to that, he spent 2 years at the Division I level. With CSUN. That one misses up and in. CSUN, where former Blues player Jaden Turner plays some ball. It's interesting with Hayden Hall that he didn't hit this last year. With the Otters, as the runner goes, and Hall slices it away.
That foul ball is going to be out of bounds. Our pre-foul ball sponsor is Newton Construction.
It's full count with one out and a runner off. Runners on the corner, I should say. It's Bloom on third and Shanley on first. Both of them reached via a single. First two hits of the day for the Dodgers, who recorded just 6 hits yesterday. Full count, misses upstairs, and the bases are loaded. And that's going to bring out Brian Traynor, one of the many incredible coaches on this team. Obviously, Dean Traynor, the head coach. Brian Traynor, who's jogging out there, the pitching coach. Rene Regalado, who's the hitting coach and acts as the third base coach. Vincent Regalado sits right behind me, the director of baseball operations. Paul Texera, one of the assistant coaches, with Scheitz Garcia and Randy Kozar. It's a good group. They got a lot of good knowledge over there. I get to talk with them before every game. It's fun. Listen to what they have to say about the team's performance the night before, things that they're looking for the team to improve on every day. Well, the bases are loaded. Gamber in some trouble. 2 hits and a walk in this inning as he blows the fastball by Anthony Ebert. Ebert pitch hit at yesterday's game and went 0 for 1. He did a walk. The 1 is a called strike 2. Caught the bottom of the zone. Very quickly, Ebert is behind 0-2 with a chance for his team to jump ahead. Big swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt, and that is the first strikeout of the day for the Blues. More importantly, it's the second out.
Head on over to Marketing Tips, get your bottle of Slow Heat from Bon Ton Creole Cafe, and then sprinkle it over your scrambled eggs tomorrow morning. Running now, number 3, James Lutterer.
Luderer started the game by grounding out to A.J. Martinez at short. First pitch misses away. 2 outs now. Anything will work for Gamber to get out of this inning unscathed. No holds anywhere from the infield. Huge leads at second and first. As Gamber misses away. Well, the one thing you absolutely cannot do is walk home a run. Force Luderer to beat you and put the ball in play and get it somewhere where he doesn't get out. It's 2-0. Another big lead off second base for Chanley as that one misses away, and it's 3-0. Bloom's on third, Chanley's on second with Hall on first. 2 outs in the top of the second inning. 3-0, and that's a called strike. Get me over fastball. Barely got over. Now it's 3-1, still the advantage to Luderer. And that is going to be ball 4. Walks in a run here in the second inning. And the Dodgers hold their first lead of the weekend. And as I mentioned, this was the issue for Joseph Gamber with Fresno Pacific. 16 walks in 10 2/3 innings this year. And Dean Traynor is going to make his way to the mound. Hasn't seen him make a move yet, but the home plate umpire has stopped him and they're having a conversation. Now the home plate umpire and Dean are talking right on the first baseline. You can see there. Gamber at 45 pitches. He's only recorded 2 outs here in the second inning. Dean will now make his way to the mound. He still hasn't made a move for a reliever. But he's taken the ball from Gamber, and now he will go to a righty. Well, that is going to do it for Joseph Gamber. He leaves the game with the bases loaded, and he will hand it off to a new pitcher here in the top of the second inning. Don't go anywhere on the SLO Blues Streaming Network. Welcome back. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The Dodgers already have a run across via a walk, and Joseph Gamber's day is done. Hands the ball over to Cochise College commit. Hunter Kohler, as the right-hander, misses with his first pitch. inherits 3 runners. All 3 of those runners will be responsible to Joseph Gamber. So 1-0 misses inside. Kohler just finished up his 4-year career with River Valley High School and now is going to be playing JC baseball in Arizona. That's some elite junior college ball down there. Comes in a high leverage spot with his team already down a run. And the base is loaded as he goes to a slider and gets a swing and a miss. Cal Whip had 2 of the Dodgers' 6 hits yesterday. It was a 2-for-5 day for him. That one in the dirt and blocked by Gradell. And all the base runners are going to get a jump. Bases loaded, full count, 2 outs. It's a 1-0 ball game. Here's the pitch. It swung on and chopped to third. Janowitz is going to tag Hayden Hall, and that will do it for the inning. So Kohler comes in and gets the final out. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Dodgers now lead it 1-0 on the SLO Blues streaming network. Blues now trail it 1-0 after the Dodgers had 7 batters come to the plate in the 2nd inning. You get a chance with the middle of their order. Kosei Suzuki, followed by 2 players making their Blues debut, and Jack Gradell and Ty Bernal. Here at the bottom of the 2nd, Ryan Giacomini on the call. All by my lonesome today. Suzuki batting from the right side, slightly open stance. Maple barrel above his head. And Cortez gets a sword on the first swing from Suzuki. It's a blue-on-blue matchup today. Navy blue for the home team and royal blue for the Dodgers. Suzuki the other way, and right at Vega, who will now adjust, make a few steps, and make the catch for the first out. 4 up, 4 down for Justin Cortez. The University of Cumberland's native has been dealing. Brings up Gradell, getting his first hacks with the Blues. Gradell, one of our temporary players, as he hits the ball the other way into the gap, and that is going to be caught on a dive! What a play by Vega in right center field. My goodness, he went a long way to go get that one. Take another look. Full extension out there in right center field, and robbed Gradell of a hit. First pitch to Bernal, misses low. Bernal, today's center fielder, batting from the left side. Misses away. Can't get over that play by Andrew Vega. I mean, full extension to rob extra bases, and if that gets by Vega, Gradell might have himself a triple, maybe even more. Misses away. Bernal. A high school senior from Mission Prep as he swings and misses. Originally from Arroyo Grande, California. A two-way for Mission Prep. Also is a left-handed pitcher for them as he finds himself with the deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the second. Swung on a missed. Third strikeout for Justin Cortez as he has faced 6 Blues and sat 6 Blues down. And the Dodgers get a chance to come back up with a lead in the 3rd inning on the SLO Blues streaming network. Andrew Vega made an incredible catch in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and now he gets to lead off the top of the 3rd inning with his team already up by a run as Hunter Kohler, who got the final out of the 2nd, pumps in a strike. Joseph Gamber's final line, an inning and 1 2/3 innings pitched, I should say, as this one's chopped in play. It was a half swing. It's a tough play. And Janowitz can't make it. It'll be an infield single for Vega. Back-to-back innings where the Dodgers have had a runner reach base safely. That one, just unfortunate. It was a half swing. Vega didn't even mean to hit it, and it went in play. It was a perfect swinging bunt in between the catcher, the pitcher, and the 3rd baseman where really nobody could get it. That puts a runner on first with nobody out for Bradley Chicata. in the dirt, back pick, not in time. I mean, in my scorebook, it looks all the same. 100-mile-an-hour line drive to right in the scorebook. Maybe not in our TrackMan and Synergy data. Throw over to first. Rivas does a good job just to keep it in the infield. This one's chopped off the front foot of Chikata, who lined out to Kosei Suzuki. Seems to be some confusion. They're going to send the runner back to first. It was pretty clearly chopped off the front leg, but the runner went to second. The Blues threw it to first. And then the first place umpire signaled out. But it appears it's all sorted out. It's a 1-1 count. Vega is back on first base. Chikata holds his blue bat in the air and now brings it over his right shoulder. As the runner goes, it's a called strike, but Gradal cannot transfer it. A stolen base for Vega. The Blues had 10 stolen bases yesterday. The Dodgers had 3. 2 by Chanley, 1 by Tyler Schwartz, and another one by Kieran Babai. 2-2. Big swing and a miss. Gradel will tag Chikata, and that will be the second strikeout of the day for the Blues pitching staff. First for Kohler, there's one out. Brings up Ashton Bloom. This last year, Kohler was in high school and played with River Valley High School. He posted a 1.42 ERA in about 20 innings pitched. This is low. A ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Off second base is Vega. He singled and stole. This one's on a line, and that's going to nestle into right center field for a base hit. Scoring with ease is Vega, as Bloom is going to advance to second. A double. The Dodgers have come out with more offensive firepower than the Blues so far, and it's paying off on the scoreboard. They lead it 2-0. And they're not done with Stutt up. Chopped foul on the first pitch. This one's popped up, but foul. Stutt, a left-handed hitting catcher. I as a fan of baseball, love left-handed and switch hitting catchers because there's not a lot of them, and you usually don't get a lot of lefties in your lineup as it is, and to be able to utilize your catcher as a left-handed hitter or a switch hitter is so valuable. Stutt gets called out on strikes. Third bottle of hot sauce given out, the second of this inning. This time it's a backwards K. It brings up Connor Chanley with 2 outs.
Number 21, the DH, Connor Chanley, stepping in now.
Wild pitch and the throw to third. Would have been in time, but it was way too high as Bloom moves up to third. Apologies for there being no balls and strikes today. I'm doing the broadcast by myself. As that one is swung on and missed. It's 1-1. This one is fouled back, and now it's 1-2. Chanley is a commit to Cal State Fullerton as he just barely hits that one foul. Just barely was that ball not fair. The Blues catch a break. That had extra bases written all over it. It was 6 inches to the right. There's the 1-2. It swung on off the hands and on the ground to Constantine, who will toss it over to first. And that will do it for the inning. The Dodgers score another and lead it 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Don't go anywhere. We're on the SLO Blues streaming network.
357, 319, and 357 go to the
Well, the Coastal Dodgers lead it 2-0. The Blues and the Dodgers are both at the same spot in their lineup. Leading it off is the 7-hitter Sean Rivas. The 7-hitter Connor Chanley ended that inning. The only difference, that was Chanley's second at-bat. Rivas, Constantine, and Janowitz will get their first ups here in the bottom of the third. On the ground on the first pitch to Hall, who will glove it, moving to his right, and throw it to first. 7 up and 7 down for the Blues. As it brings up a familiar face with a new walk-up song, Gavin Constantine. Constantine, a Bonnie from St. Bonaventure, but a former Blue. Played on the 2025 team. that ended their regular season 31-17. A called strike to Constantine. Excuse me, this is his third year with the Blues. Last year, summer to forget. The 0-1 up and in, and the Aces are free. Blues have still yet to have a base runner reach safely. A couple of ground outs, a fly out, a line out, and 3 strikeouts. The 1-1 is a called strike too. Constantine grimaces as he thought that one missed. According to our technology, it's right there. An 89-mile-an-hour fastball that was almost fully in the zone, about 90% of it in the strike zone. There's the 1-2, a curveball that never really curved. 2-2. Constantine, 2 summers ago, was a pretty productive member, 14 hits in his 66 at-bats, with 13 walks to his 21 strikeouts, a .212 average. Looking to be the Blues' first base runner as the count runs full. Making his debut of the 2026 season. 3-2, swung on a miss. 4 strikeout for Cortez as he blows the fastball by Constantine, and it brings up Addison Janowitz.
Comes to play now for the Blues, the third baseman, number 24, Addison Janowitz.
Janowitz, another guy making his debut today, a temporary player with the Blues from Moore Park Community College. Got to talk to him a little bit yesterday before the game. A very nice guy. Not much else you could say about him in a short time talking. A smile on his face, treated Addy and I with a lot of respect, and that's something as a broadcaster you just absolutely love, is that when you talk to a player and they want to talk to you back. They want to talk to you about their year and give you information. And Addison, we had a great conversation yesterday. Here's the 0-1. It's swung on and fouled off. And quickly it's 0-2.
Hey, thanks to Newton Construction for sponsoring our free foul balls tonight.
No balls, 2 strikes. And Janowitz swings on it and misses. It's in the dirt, and the throw to first is in time. The Blues have no base runners through their first time in the order as we go to the 4th inning with the Dodgers up by a pair.
Setting up this
It's 2-0. The Coastal Dodgers lead the Blues. As there's a new arm on the mound for San Luis Obispo. It's the left-hander Felix Stork, a Skyhawk from Stony Hill, a SLO native, and a graduate of San Luis Obispo High School. It's the top of the 4th inning. This is the 3rd Blues pitcher so far. Joseph Gamber started the game through an inning and 2/3 and gave up a run. Then Hunter Kohler came in and threw an inning and a 1/3 and also gave up 1 run. It's 2-0 to the leadoff man in this inning, Hayden Hall, a former Blues player and one of 2 Dodgers today to be coming up, who only has 1 plate appearance. After Hall and Ebert, who is on deck, hit, they'll have officially batted through twice. Constantine fields it on a couple of high hops and will make the play. Here comes Ebert, struck out in the 2nd. This last year with the Skyhawks, Stork didn't have his greatest season. He only threw 7 innings, gave up 9 runs, all of them earned. It's good for an 11.57 ERA. 8 walks to his 5 strikeouts. As the first pitch to Ebert is swung on and missed. Sitting around 86 miles an hour with his fastball. That one pumps in. I got to say, our TrackMan says 85. It looks faster than that to me. It has a little bit of ride to it. Which make it look like the velocity is higher than it actually is. Also makes it harder to hit. Sword! That's strike 3. 2 quick outs and the 2nd strikeout for Anthony Ebert today, as it brings up the top of the order in James Luderer. 4th strikeout for the Blues pitching staff. Do trail it. A left-on-left matchup. Fastball that misses just below the knees. Exclusively out of the stretch for Stork. Pretty common with lefties and relievers nowadays. That one is a swung on and missed, excuse me. Stork, as I mentioned, a graduate of San Luis Obispo High School, where he was named All-League his junior year. A called strike. When asked his favorite athlete, he said any Dodgers left-handed player. Keeping it wide. And a fun fact about him, a pet tortoise named Otto. Slider, called strike 3. Gradell might have stolen one there. That's 5 strikeouts for the Blues pitching staff, and the first time that the Dodgers have gone down in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is still 2-0. Well, how about a great day for Justin Cole? He pitches 3 innings, doesn't allow a single base runner, and gets 5 strikeouts. He will hand the ball over to Grayson Cole, a high school junior currently, will be heading into his senior year next year, from Rigetti High School, who has a nice little fan section directly behind home plate. They got their phones out as he throws his first pitch down and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Dom Nahar, who's grounded out in his first at-bat. This one's a called strike. Nahar yesterday, 2 for 5, a double with 2 runs and a strikeout. Looking to see if he can spark some offense. Misses away. Nahar has played the last 2 seasons of spring ball with Cal State East Bay at the Division II level. A career .303 batting average, the slugging just below 400. Slider that misses away. Good break on that slider. 22 inches of horizontal break. 2,700 spins for a high school senior. I mean, that's good numbers. There's the 3-1, and it misses away. First base runner for the Blues comes on a leadoff walk. And if Nahar doesn't steal second base, I'd be very surprised. Nahar in his 2 seasons with the Pioneers, 44 stolen bases. Last year with the Merchants, he had 24 stolen bases in 31 games. He thought about a delayed steal there, but retreats back. It's 1 ball and no strikes to A.J. Martinez, who struck out looking in his first at-bat with the Blues. Nahar takes off. He got an incredible jump, and he is going to slide in there safely. First stolen base of the season for Dom Nahar. This is something we saw a lot from the Blues last night. Get runners on, steal them over. Hicksonbaugh had 5 stolen bases alone in yesterday's game. Comerford had 1. Kosei Suzuki had 3. And Caleb Cassidy had another one. We gave away 10 seat cushions last night and already 11 now on the season. Nahar has a gigantic lead off second base. See him 10 feet away from the bag at the top of your screen. 2-0 misses away, and Grayson Cole's struggling to find the strike zone early. 7 pitches for Cole, 6 of them for balls. It's bottom of the 4th, Dodgers lead by 2. Nahar tried to get a huge secondary lead, and Cole stepped off to chase him back. A win last night, 9-3 was the final. That one is in the dirt, and it's another walk. A.J. Martinez gets the base safely. Those are the first 2 Blues base runners of the game, and it brings up Jake Hicksonbaugh.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 5, Jake Hicksonbaugh.
Hicksonbaugh struck out swinging his last time up. Had a 3 for 5 day yesterday, including 5 stolen bases, as I just mentioned. Double steal. Nahar is in there with no throw. Martinez as well. 2 seat cushions given away, and that's 2 in scoring position with nobody out.
Head to the marketing tent, get your seat cushions from Promotional Concepts.
Hixenbaugh with a chance to tie it up. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. Blues had 10 total hits yesterday. 3 of them came off the bat of Hixenbaugh. 2 of those 10 hits were extra bases. He also had one of those. It was a double. The other double came from Nahar, who's on third, as that one's fouled off. The Blues last year on opening weekend took on the same Coastal Dodgers team. They won the opening day game 5-2 and followed it up the next day with a win before hosting the West Coast Kings, who gave them their first loss. This one is fouled up and into the grass area. A very similar start to the season last year in terms of scheduling for the Blues. They hosted the West Coast Kings, and then they played the Santa Maria Indians, who we will welcome to town next weekend for a 3-game series. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Hixenbaugh's second strikeout of the day. That's the first for Cole. There's a group of, I don't know, maybe 10 people who are sitting directly below me in the back 2 rows of the orange bleachers. Are huge fans of Grayson Cole. See what Kosei Suzuki can do with 1 out now as he watches that slider away. Slider with so much movement, good amount of spins, especially for this guy being a high school senior next year. (1-0). This is away. 2-0. That's been his issue this inning, though, is finding the strike zone. Obviously, he just struck out Jake Hixenbaugh. But with Martinez and Nahar, he threw 9 pitches to the 2 of them, and 8 of them were balls. Suzuki in an advantage count. Guy who loves to attack pitches when they're in the zone. Let's see what he does here. That one misses away. It's 3-0. That one, the fastball in the mid-80s. And it is 3 balls and no strikes. See if Kosei gets the green light. He does not, and he takes it for a strike. Suzuki, a native from Japan, played high school baseball in Australia and his college ball in the U.S. 3 continents that Suzuki has played ball on, half of the habitable ones. As he swings, it just barely chops this one in play to third, and it's going to be an infield single for Kosei Suzuki that drives in Dom Nahar. Suzuki gets his 4th RBI of the season. And it comes on a ball that was hit just 54 miles an hour. Doesn't have to hit it hard to get the job done, and right there, an example of that. Damage not done either. Blues get a run in, and they have them on the corners with just 1 out. Jack Riddell hit the ball hard the other way his first time up. But Andrew Vega robbed him of extra bases by making a full extension catch. It's 2-1 now. That one misses away. And Stutt is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Do we know the number of balls to strikes? Is that something we find out? Balls to strikes? This upcoming pitch is going to be pitch number 20 for Grayson Cole. 12 of his 19 pitches have been balls. The other 7 strikes. Really struggled to find the zone. He's behind 1-0. Throw over to first. Suzuki dives back safely. Suzuki, on top of his 3 RBIs yesterday and his 2 hits, had 3 stolen bases and 2 runs scored. Also reached base on a walk. Another throw over, and they have Suzuki in the middle. It is going to score a run, however. So both runners chopped off the bases as Suzuki gets caught stealing and Martinez comes home. It's now 2-0. 2-2, excuse me. Swung on and hit on the ground to short. Whip has it. He throws it across the diamond, and that's going to do it for the inning. The Blues do get 2 runs in unconventional fashion, an infield hit and a pickle, we'll call it. It's 2-2 as we head to the 5th inning on the SLO Blues streaming network.
For the SLO Derby.
2-2 game.
3 outs.
Blues Baseball and the SLO Blues Streaming Network is brought to you by the YMCA, Ancient Owl Beer Garden and Bottle Shop, Educational Employees Credit Union, Hotel Cerro, La Cuesta Inn, Studio Design Group Architects, and SLO County Golf. All proud sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. This one misses upstairs. The first pitch from Felix Stork to Cal Whipf. Big swing and a miss, pulled the string and got whipped over the top of it here in the 5th inning. For those of you who are also Cal Poly sports fans, Cal Poly baseball team playing in the Big West Championship game today. They currently trail to the Tritons 4-1. Cal Poly beat the Tritons in the first round of the Big West tournament and face them again. The Tritons have to win both the game today and another game tomorrow to be crowned Big West champions. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. As that one misses downstairs, and the count runs full. PA announcer Jim got a little antsy trying to give out the hot sauce with just 2 strikes. Gotta wait until there's a third one. Fans bellow. Swung on a miss. There it is. A little premature, but that's the 3rd strikeout for Stork and the 6th for this pitching staff. 3 batters in a row down via way of the K.
And here's number 23, right fielder Andrew Vega.
Brings up Andrew Vega. It's 1-0. It's a left-on-left matchup. Vega a hit and a stolen base with a run scored in the 3rd. He walked in the 1st, 1 for 1 today. Right-handed pitcher Titus Gach gets loose for the Blues as Vega swings and misses through the fastball. A beautiful pitch, especially behind in the count. Good job to nibble, but not give too much. Here's the 2-1 and misses inside. And it's 3-1. Fans don't think so. Stork has faced 4 batters and sat all of them down. The Blues got their first 1-2-3 inning in the 4th, excuse me. Swing and a miss. Full count. It's a full count to the right fielder from San Jose State. It's fouled away. We'll do it again.
Foul ball over the 3rd base side. Thanks again to Newton Construction for being our foul ball sponsor today.
Vega, Calabasas, California native. Trying to spark some offense as he fouls it back. Had the timing right, just a little underneath of it. Another full count offering. Stork to Vega, and this one misses. First base runner given up by Felix Stork. And it puts a runner on for Bradley Chicata. Chicata wearing the number 27. Been playing first base today. The Dodgers in their blue tops with gray bottoms. Those of them who have the pants hiked up, it's blue socks. White lettering across the chest. And accents as well of white across the jersey. For the home team, the Blues, it's their navy blues. Blue caps with the white Blues logo. Gray lettering across the tops, white pants, and black socks. Throw over to first on the back pick. He's not in time. Every position player except the center fielder, Ty Bernal, has their socks showing. Stirred up to the knees. Bernal all the way down to the ankles. No socks showing. It's a 2-0 count. Swung on and popped up and directly over the top of the press box. As well as Gawk, Ethan Rendon getting loose. Double barreled, swung on and missed. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Stolen base for Vega, his second. Stole a bag in the third as well, and after he did so, he scored on a double from Ashton Bloom. Dancing off second base, and a 2-2 count. Upstairs is Chicata ducks back. Blues got both runs back in the bottom of the fourth. The Dodgers looking to respond again. Runner goes to third, and it's ball 4. No throw. Vega has third base, and it puts runners on the corners. Felix Stork looked perfect through his first 4 batters. Now struggling to find the strike zone. And here comes Brian Traynor.
From our sponsors, some of the people that bring you Blues baseball include Allied Beverages, Ancient Owl, Andrew Goodman Design,
Meeting on the mound.
Technical Sales, Arrowhead LLC.
Runners on the corners with 1 out for Ashton Bloom. 2 for 2 today. He's halfway to the cycle with a single and a double. Vega has been all over the base pass. 3 stolen bases, trying to do his best Jake Hicksonbaugh impression from yesterday.
Bluesbaseball.com is where you go to get answers to all of your questions. Your hometown team celebrating our 80th anniversary in San Luis Obispo this year. 80 years. Blues baseball.
Bloom, his last season at the varsity level, drove in 22 runs. Looking to get his second of the day with a good base runner in Vega just 90 feet away. Half swing, and the home plate umpire says he went around. The Aces are free. Ball, a strike, and an out. The 1-1. A good changeup. That clips the zone. Vance Bello, want bottle number 7 of Slow Heat Hot Sauce. Come at a big time with a runner on third. It sliced the other way, and it took a funky hop. Rivas can't glove it, and it dies in the outfield grass. It's going to be an RBI double. Third hit of the day for Ashton Bloom, and it produces another run for the Dodgers. I think this is where Dean Traynor, yep, there he is coming out of the dugout. He's more than likely going to make a move to the bullpen for a new arm. Still hasn't signaled, but this is typical Dean. He's going to go all the way out there, take the ball, and then signal. And we actually don't know who's coming out because there was both a lefty and a righty getting loose. And it looks like it is going to be a lefty. We'll tell you all about them when we come back. 2-1 with 1 out, and the Dodgers take another lead here on the Slow Blues streaming network. It's a new pitcher for the Blues. It's a right-hander, a high school graduate. No college determined quite yet. Titus Gach from Minden, Nevada, who inherits 2 runners on with just 1 out, and his team down by a run. Gach, a graduate of Douglas High School, a 6'5", 295-pound incoming college freshman who had a 4.08 ERA this last year. Gave up 18 walks and 49 hits in his 46 and a third innings pitched. As the Blues infield comes in, see those blue jerseys on the infield grass. First pitch is a called strike. Huge strikeout spot. Really, you're looking for a strikeout or a pop out. Those would be your 2 best outcomes. I wouldn't allow a run to come across and would result in an out. This one in the dirt. This one's hit on the ground hard and past the diving Constantine for a base hit. The runner's going to go for home. Suzuki has a cannon, but his throw is just a touch offline. It's a 2 RBI single for Cole Stutt.
Pinch hitting now for Connor Chanley is number 11, Sebastian Sanchez.
Brings up Connor Chanley, and the damage is definitely done. A crooked number for the Dodgers, and it looks like Chanley's actually not going to come to the plate. It's a pinch hitter. Sebastian Sanchez, who swings and misses over the first pitch. Chanley, base hit in the second and a ground out in the third, and his day is done. Sebastian Sanchez, a freshman, just finished up his first year with the Vaqueros of Santa Barbara Community College. Called strike 2. Oh and 2. Swung on a miss. Off the bench, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. Second out of the inning.
Slow heat. Number 407, 407. If that's you, you just got a bottle of hot sauce waiting for you at the marketing tent at the Downtown Creole Cafe. 407. Here's number 8, Hayden Hall for the Dodgers.
Here's Hayden Hall. With a runner on first and 2 outs, 3 runs in this inning. It's a good response from the Coastal Dodgers, who scored the first 2 of the game. The Blues tied it up in the bottom of the 4th, and right away in the top of the 5th, they get it back. 2-0. The Dodgers have already tied their hit total from last night and surpassed their run total. The second game of this 2-game set. The Battle of the Blue. Both outs this inning have come via the strikeout. Swung on a miss. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th. Sandwiched in between those 2 strikeouts are 2 walks, a double, and a single. And that's how the Dodgers have scored their runs. But a strike away from getting out of the inning. Upstairs, full count, which means Stutt is going to get a head start. Rivas still holding him on. There he goes. Swung on, foul tipped, and Gradell can't hold on to it. Do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner goes. Swung on and fouled off again. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. And a 5-2 ball game. Runner on first is Stutt, who's getting his cardio in. Fouled off once again. More. Working a good long at bat is Hayden Hall. He's very familiar with Sinsheimer. Spent a couple-week hiatus with the Blues. 3-2 again. This one's in play. Going to be a tough one. Charging in is Martinez. His throw on the run is in time. Good flash of the leather to get the final out. However, 3 runs for the Dodgers gives them a 5-2 lead as we go into the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through at Sinsheimer. Dodgers take the lead right back in the top of the 5th inning. It's 5-2. Coastal leads it in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ryan Giacomini with you on the SLO Blues streaming network. It's Grayson Cole who gave up the 2 runs to the Blues in the 4th. He remains in the game. Face Ty Bernal, Sean Rivas, and Gavin Constantine. Blues got their first 3 base runners of the game against Cole. Tied it up with those 2 runs. First pitch, swung on a missed. Bernal couldn't find the barrel with that one. This one away, 1-1. Ty Bernal is 17 years old. A high school senior, getting some action today, filling in on this roster. About 15 guys still for the Blues who haven't joined the team yet. Still playing with their Division I ball club. Some of them even Division II and Super Regionals. As that one is a called strike to Bernal. Who let you in? Downstairs. Blues looking to bounce back. like I mentioned, first base runners of the game came in the fourth, but right away they gave up the lead again. A crooked number from the Dodgers. Here's the full count. Outside, ball 4. Bernal draws a leadoff walk. Second inning, the Blues have done that in a row. And it brings up Sean Rivas. Rivas, a Paso Robles native, a SLO graduate from Mission Prep, and a Cougar from Cuesta College. Batted just shy of 300 this last year. Blues look to get right back in the run column. Cuesta finished in 4th place in the Western State Conference North. Alan Hancock atop the conference, just about 30 minutes south of here. Rivas had 36 hits in his 121 at-bats with the Cougars. 8 extra base hits. This one is sliced the other way and foul. Got that one a little off the end. It had decent exit velocity, 83 miles an hour, but sliced foul. It's 1-2. Right on right matchup with Cole working out of the stretch. He did a lot in the 4th as well. Swung on and chopped to 3rd. Could be a double play. To 2nd for 1. The throw to 1st is not in time. Rivas will reach on the fielder's choice. For the Dodgers, Eli Silveira is warming up. We talked about this yesterday. Eli, who I just mentioned, has a twin brother on the team, Ethan. They are identical twins, and they really aren't that much different when you just look at the numbers. They're both high school seniors, obviously the same age. Both left-handed hitters and left-handed pitchers. They're both 6'2". The difference in weight is just 5 pounds, 195 to 190. Both attended Napomo High. As a hit and run, Constantine dribbles one to the pitcher, who's going to get the out at first base. A productive out. So both Eli and Ethan, as I mentioned, same height, very similar weights. Both attended Napomo High School and both going to be Cougars with Cuesta College next year. Not quite conjoined at the hip, but it almost feels like it.
Number 24 to play for the Blues, that will be Addison Janowitz.
Brings up left-handed hitting Janowitz. Two outs and a runner on second base. That runner is Rivas. Reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch, called strike. Janowitz struck out swinging in the 3rd. Stutt had to throw it over to first to finish the job off on the drop 3rd strike. The 0-1. Slider didn't come back to the zone. Tried to backdoor it. Janowitz from Moore Park College had 33 at-bats with the Raiders this year. Called strike right around the knees. Just barely clipped the zone. And Janowitz finds himself down in the count. Blues down by 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Inside, and the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second. Top of the order, and Dom Nahar waits on deck. Nahar walked, stole 2 bags, and scored in the 4th. First run, scored the first run for the Blues. Swung and a miss. That's going to do it for the inning. The leadoff walk gets squandered as the Blues can't produce anymore. With 5 complete, the Dodgers lead it 5-2. We go to the 6th inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more CCL baseball on the SLO Blues streaming network. Pinch hitter to lead off the inning. It is Mac McKinley, who started yesterday's game. The Dodgers up by 3 runs in the 6th. As McKinley takes strike 1. McKinley hitting for Anthony Ebert, who struck out twice in his 2 at-bats. McKinley yesterday got the start as this one ducks out of the way for ball 1. McKinley struck out twice, just like Ebert did, and then Ebert replaced McKinley, just like McKinley did Ebert today. This one's chopped on the ground. Constantine has to play it on the high hop and make a strong throw to first for the inaugural out of the 6th inning. Another pinch hitter. This is something we saw Steve Hardesty do last night too, just unload the bench right around this time. It'll be Brandon Chicata, twin brother with Bradley, who is batting cleanup today. Called strike. Excuse me, it's Brendan Chicata. Brendan got the start yesterday and went 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts, a flyout, and a ground out before being replaced by James Luderer. So Chicata starts yesterday, Luderer replaces him. Today, Luderer starts, Chicata replaces him. And Chicata's out on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Another bottle of hot sauce, number 8. And the second out of the inning. The Blues have only sat the Dodgers down in order twice in this game. The other one came by Felix Stork in the 4th inning. Get Cal Whipf out, and you've done it for the second time. Blues with just 1 hit, but the 2 runs to show for it. The Dodgers 6 hits, 5 runs to show. Whipf 0 for 3 today, a strikeout and a couple of groundouts. Did have 2 hits yesterday. The only Dodger with multiple hits in yesterday's game. Off the end of the bat, and it takes a horrible hop. And that is going to be the first Blues error of the day. They had 4 in yesterday's game. That one was an unlucky break. I mean, there's literally nothing you can do about that one if you're Addison Janowitz. It hit right on the lip of the grass and shot like a cannon straight at his shoulder. He did a good job to just keep it in front of him and keep Whipf at first base. It's a 2-out base runner for Andrew Vega. Reached base safely all 3 times today. So he swings and misses. Good looking sinker. This one misses away. And right back to that sinker. Two outs with a runner on first base. Blues looking to keep it right where it is. This one misses up and away, 2-1. Already down by 3 runs. But we know this Blues offense can score in a hurry. Obviously not a huge sample size, but yesterday the Blues scored 9 runs, and 5 of them came in the 7th. 2-1. Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs to the San Jose State Spartan. I mentioned Vega's reached base safely all 3 times. A couple of walks and a single. Scored twice, stole 3 bags. Good day for Vega. Swing and a miss. Gach gets out of the inning. He strikes out 2, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is still a 3-run Dodger advantage. exactly 2 hours into the ball game, and it's the bottom of the 6th inning with the Blues trailing by 3. They will face a new pitcher, a Cuesta Community College commit, Eli Silveira, as the first pitch from Nahar is popped up into right field, and Vega will track it down.
Some of the best news I think I could ever announce. There's $3 off corn dogs at the barbecue pit. $3 off corn dogs at the barbecue pit. Get them while they are about the best corn dog you could ever eat. I gotta tell you.
First pitch to AJ Martinez, misses upstairs. Martinez walked and later scored after stealing a base in the 4th. Blues scored both of their runs in the 4th inning. Nahar, who just got out, scored the other one. This one the other way, and that will bleed into right field. Martinez scampers to first base. It's the 2nd hit of the day for the Blues. That brings up Jake Hicksonbaugh. Walking up to some Megan Trainer.
Jake Hicksonbaugh for the Blues.
Hicksonbaugh had a great year with CSU Pueblo after really getting unlucky his entire collegiate career, hitting the ball hard and just not getting a lot of production. First pitch in the left-on-left matchup misses away. But this last year, the numbers showed .319 batting average with a .455 on base and a .500 slugging. Called strike. Similar spot. The ace is free. A ball, a strike, and an out with a runner on. Silveira kind of has a 3/4 arm slot. It's going to make it really hard for Hicksonbaugh as a lefty to pick that up because the pitch almost starts behind him. My dad played some college and high school baseball. He was the same way, a lefty with a low arm slot. Said he loved facing left-handed hitters. I gotta say, from all the people I've talked to, left-handed hitters, they say hitting left on left is a very difficult thing to do. That's why you see teams at every level take advantage of those matchups. Bring out a left-handed pitcher when there's a left-handed hitter up. Or the opposite, a delayed steal from Martinez, and he'll steal the bag pretty easily because Stutz's throw almost went into the outfield.
You have number 522 on your program. 522 total marketing kit for the fast speed seat cushion from Promotional Concepts.
It's 3-1 to Jake Hicksonbaugh. I correct that. It's 2-2 to Jake Hicksonbaugh. Our last pitch was a called strike. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Hicksonbaugh. Excuse me, third strikeout for Hicksonbaugh. And
Here's number 16, the right
the 8th for this Dodgers pitching staff.
Kosei Suzuki.
Brings up Kosei Suzuki, runner on second, 2 outs, and his team down by 3. Suzuki with the only RBI today for the Blues. As that ball went in between his legs and somehow did not hit him. It'll move Martinez up to third on the wild pitch. I'm pretty sure Kosei Suzuki scissor kicked and that ball went straight between his legs. I think he got megged. It's pretty impressive. I don't know if I've honestly ever seen that before. But it moves a runner over and 90 feet away from being the third run of the game. Suzuki triggered and takes it for a called strike. Blues won opening day yesterday. Dodgers up here. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Suzuki in the early season is 3 for 5, 4 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, 2 runs scored, and a walk. As he thought about swinging at that one, but takes it inside. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Off the end, we'll do it again. Cal Poly Mustangs currently trailing 5-1 in their Big West Championship game, as Suzuki will strike out swinging to end the inning. Blues strand a 1-out single, and they continue to trail by 3 runs. We head to the 7th inning. Don't go anywhere. We got the last third of Slow Blues baseball on the Slow Blues streaming network.
KCBX Radio.
5-2 Dodgers here on the second day of the season. It's a long one, 53 games. We'll have all 53 for you on the Slow Blues streaming network. Myself, Addy Daudet, Dylan Allen, who is our social media manager for the Blues, will fill in a few games when Addy and I are unavailable. He's also unavailable today, so it's just me, myself, and I tonight, bringing you the broadcast as the first pitch from Gach to Bradley Chicata is swung on and missed. Blues need some late life offensively. Only 2 hits to their names through 6 innings. This one misses away. It's 1-1. Chicata 0 for 2 today. A hard hit line out in the first. A strikeout and a walk. One in the dirt. He scored in the 5th after walking. It's part of that 3-run inning that gave the Dodgers the lead right back after the Blues were able to tie it up in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1. Swung on and chopped, but foul. It's a 2-2. Swung on a miss. There's a strikeout for Titus Gach, his third. That's the first out of the seventh. Well, another update. I mainly give these updates because I'm a huge Cal Poly sports fan, and I hope some of you are as well. The Cal Poly Mustangs playing in the Big West Championship game. A win sends them to the NCAA Regionals. They're currently losing 5-2, but Gavin Spiridonov just hit a home run to give them their second run of the game. It's almost an identical game down there at Cisnero Field. It's 5-2 with the guest team winning. Here it's 5-2 with the guest team winning, and we're both in the top of the seventh inning. Swung on a miss, 1-1. At the plate is Ashton Bloom, who is 3 for 3 today. Another swing and a miss. A single in the second where he later scored, a RBI double in the third. He was stranded at third as well. And then in the fifth, an RBI double later scored. Good day at the plate as he stays alive, fouling off that fastball. He's the only Dodgers player to reach base safely every time. Prior to Vega striking out to end the sixth, he was also a part of that club. 1-2, upstairs, 2-2. Blues last year took both games against the Dodgers on opening weekend. Fouled back. That was a Blues team that finished third in the CCL North with an overall record of 31-17 and 24-16 in conference play. Swung on and popped up in foul territory, but it runs into the netting. We'll do it again. For this Blues pitching staff, they really just need to put up some zeros. The team's already down by a couple of runs, and the bats haven't been going. If the Blues could score 3 more runs, pitching staff needs to make sure that that would tie the game up. 2-2. Swung on, popped up. This one might be playable as it sneaks into the second row. Fans start to bundle up. Sinsheimer can be brutal. You know, obviously it's a great place to watch a ball game, but at the beginning of the game it was 65 and sunny. Now it's 59 degrees, but it feels so much cooler because the wind blows through the stadium, the sun goes down, and that's a strikeout. Bloom keeps the bat on the shoulder and watches one go by. Third straight strikeout for Titus Gach. The 11th for this Blues pitching staff. First pitch to the pinch hitter, Derek J. Clunks him. Jay is welcome with a bruise. That one will definitely sting in this cold weather for the next 10 minutes or so. Another pinch hitter. Sebastian Sanchez gets one at bat and strikes out. And now Tyler Schwartz comes to the plate. Schwartz saw the field in yesterday's game. He started as the catcher and went 0 for 1, walked and reached on an error. Also stole a bag after reaching on an error. Hit by pitch puts a runner on first with 2 outs. Blues already trailing by 3 runs. This one swung on, hit up the middle. Grass kills it and fielded by Martinez as he touches second base to end the inning. A 6 unassisted and a 2-out hit by pitch gets stranded. It's time to stretch at Sinsheimer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up here on the SLO Blues streaming network.
Sponsors all the music.
Blues need some runs. They trail by 3 with 3 ups to go. Jack Riddell will lead it off. He hit the ball hard in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th. But first, Stutt will go out to the mound to talk to Eli Silveira, who is still out there in his 2nd inning of work. Grayson Cole came in and threw 2 innings, gave up 1 hit. Two runs, both of them earned. Walked 3 batters and struck out 2. So now we're ready. Here's the first pitch to Gradell. Misses outside. Ball and no strikes. Gradell, a Cougar from Cuesta College and a graduate of Huntington Beach High School. We'll be looking for a new place to call home after getting to spend a couple of weeks with the SLO Blues. He's a temp player, so signed a 2-week contract to play for this weekend and next weekend as a Division I. And late season Division II finishes up as he swings and fouls off the 2-0. Productive player with Cuesta, .310 batting average with a .469 slugging in his career. Specifically this last year, 42 hits with 16 of them for extra bases. Head in the count as he swings through that fastball. 2-2. Blues offense has been dormant today. After a good day at the plate yesterday where the Blues recorded 10 hits. So far just 2 today. They've had 3 other base runners on walks. 2-2. Swung on a missed. There's a strikeout. Third strikeout in a row for Eli Silveira. That brings up Ty Bernal. Ty Bernal has light tower power, a guy who could go up there and change the momentum with one swing of the bat. But might be looking to do a job right here. With nobody on and an out with his team down by 3 runs. Takes the first pitch for a strike. It's another left-on-left matchup. Called strike 2. Very quickly, Bernal, who's 0 for 1 today, is behind. Bernal, a high school senior, getting some reps with the college wood bat team, and he laces that one into center field.
Number 19, Sean Rivas at the plate now for the Blues.
Nice swing. Kept the barrel through the zone with the 2-strike count. And gives the Blues a base runner for Sean Rivas. First pitch up and away. Catcher Stutt comes out of his squat. Bernal is not a huge steal threat, as that one is foul tipped into the mitt of Stutt for strike 1. Blues looking to manufacture and claw. Veteran Blues player on deck as this one's chopped up the middle. Going to be a tough play. The spin throw to first is in time. A productive out that moves a runner into scoring position. Well, it is an experienced Blues player coming to the plate, but not the one I expected. Gavin Constantine's day is done. Brendan Comerford will be Comerford pinch hitting, who he got the start yesterday. Reached base safely twice, both via the walk, scored once, stole a bag, and struck out. 0 for 3 day. It was a great play up the middle by Whip to get an out. Comerford just announced that he will be entering the transfer portal after a year at Gonzaga where he didn't see any action. A called strike. Comerford is not too high. He's pointing at the ground and asks for some time to regroup. A ball and a strike now. And they have Martinez picked off. Excuse me, that's Bernal. But he's slid into third safely. And very quickly, like a shot out of a cannon, is Steve Hardesty to go talk to the base umpire. I cannot believe Bernal slid in safely. It's a ball and a strike. Still to Brendan Comerford. in the dirt. Hitter's advantage. Comerford, I mentioned, spent this last year at Gonzaga. He committed out of college to play Division I ball with the Gales of St. Mary's. Did not appear for them as well. Then went to Ohlone Community College up in the Bay Area where he just raked. This one's chopped on the ground. Tough play, long throw for whip in time. Comerford can't believe it. Slams his helmet to the ground in disbelief, and that's going to end the inning. We head to the 8th inning. It's still 5-2 Dodgers on the SLO Blues streaming network. Blues trail it. They thought they might have got a run in the bottom of the 7th, but a controversial call at first base that gunned Comerford down and might have stolen a run. It's a new pitcher for the Blues here in the 8th inning. Jaden Soboleski, a high school, I just finished up his junior year of high school at Paso Robles High, where he posted a 3.71 ERA. In his 6 appearances, he threw 11 1/3 innings pitched. 7 walks to his 6 strikeouts, 16 hits.
Leading off in the top of the 8th inning.
And he will face Hayden Hall, former Blue, who will lead it off. A walk and a pair of groundouts for Hall. First pitch is a called strike. Soboleski, I mentioned, a high schooler getting some run at the college level. Blues just needing some extra arms this weekend as they wait for some more guys. This one's popped up into foul grounds and Rivas can't track it down. Seen the fastball and the slider so far here from Soboleski. It's a good opportunity for him to work on some stuff against some guys who play at the community college level, as that one is fouled off. Some of these guys even play higher than that. A lot of this team built of community college guys. Hayden Hall, who is at the plate. Not one of those guys, Division II player, but he mainly pitches at the Division II level. He also played at the Division I level in the Big West, but he also just pitched with the Matadors. Hall, a 6', 190-pound utility player at second base today, who finds himself behind 0-2, continuing to just foul off pitches. That one, another curveball right around 70 miles an hour. Good break on it, 15.5 inches of break. That one misses. Soboleski, class of 2027. Just 17 years old. This one's popped up and directly below us here in the press box.
Okay, that was close.
This is a battle of an at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes. Mac McKinley waits on deck. He will get an at-bat in this inning. As that one is hit hard to right field, coming in on it is Nahar, his first action of the entire day, and he makes the play. One out now for Mac McKinley, who pinch hit in the 6th and grounded out. Top of the order up next. Both of these teams scored no runs in the 6th or the 7th inning. We go to the 8th inning, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Blues looking to start the season 2-0. Dodgers looking to steal a game early in their summer season. Fastball up and in. Two-0. Swung on a miss. 2-1 to McKinley. As I mentioned, got the start in yesterday's game. Struck out both times he came to the plate. 3-1 now. Kinley plays with Santa Barbara Community College. Just finished his first year there. Out of high school, he graduated from Westlake High School. He was a top 75 outfielder in the entire state as he swings and misses through the fastball for strike 2. Full count offering, and it's ball 4. A 1-out walk puts a runner aboard for the top of the order, and Brendan, Chicata. Got to keep this right where it is for the Blues. Already trailing by a couple of runs, 3 to be exact. With only 6 outs remaining. Love to not make this offense have to work harder. First pitch changeup is a called strike. Chicata pitch hit in the 6th and struck out swinging. That was against Titus Gawk. This one swung on and popped up. It's going to be playable in foul territory. Rivas gets a beat on it and gloves it for the 2nd out. Brings up Cal Whip 0 for 4 today.
Here's number 25, Cal Whip.
Whip, one of just a few Dodgers players who's got to start in both games. Five players for the Dodgers have got to do that. Yesterday's game, he went 2 for 5 with a pair of strikeouts. One of the few guys who plays Division I baseball on this Dodgers lineup. Plays with the Waves of Pepperdine. West Coast Conference. One misses inside. 53 career at-bats with the Waves. 6 hits, one of them for extra bases. That extra base hit was a home run, and that produced his only RBI of his collegiate career. Runner goes, pitches outside. Throw down on the money. A bullet that ends the inning. Maybe some momentum for the Blues as we head into the 8th inning. They need the bats to come alive, and they need them now. Blues need some help offensively. They trail by 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll see if Addison Janowitz can get it going. He leads off the inning, followed by Dom Nahar and A.J. Martinez. Janowitz 0 for 2 today. The new pitcher for the Dodgers is Cedar Klein, as his first pitch is roped into the parking lot. Cedar Klein just finished up his first year with the Vaqueros.
Pitcher for the Coastal Dodgers, number 30, Cedar Klein on the mound.
Excuse me, just finished up his second season. They threw 14 2/3 innings and had a 3.07 ERA. Swung on a missed. According to his Instagram, it appears he's attending the University of California, Santa Barbara as a student. See if he plays any baseball post-grad or if he just becomes a NARP, a non-athletic regular person. The 0-2 to Janowitz is over the shoelaces for a ball. Janowitz is a temporary player for the Blues, making his debut today where he is 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts. Gets himself a favorable left-on-right matchup. 1-2. in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blues down by 3 as Janowitz strikes out for the 3rd time today. Strikeout number 1 for Cedar Klein, who just entered the game. He will now face Dom Nahar, who is the leadoff hitter for the Blues today. 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored in the 4th. That is sandwiched between a ground out and a pop out. First pitch, down and away for a called strike. Not sure where that one caught the zone. Frankly, I don't think it did. Bat almost vertical. This one, similar spot, but call the ball. Blues have 5 outs remaining. The ace is free here in the bottom of the 8th. Swung on and through the 5-5 hole. That's a 1-out hit for Nahar. 97 off the bat for Dom Nahar, just the 4th Blues hit of the day. It's a good time to get going. AJ Martinez has shown his abilities at the plate today with a hit and a walk. He also struck out. And then Jake Hixenbaugh, who hasn't been productive today, but had a very nice day yesterday. He stands on deck. First pitch to Martinez, called strike. Martinez a part of that rally in the 4th inning where he walked, stole a bag, and scored one of the Blues' only runs. Nahar definitely a stolen base threat, not necessarily a opportunity to steal a bag. His run doesn't mean much. He's going to go anyways. The throw down is a good one, but Nahar has too much speed. Dom Nahar, who had 24 stolen bases with the Alameda Merchants in the CCL last year, grabs second base.
381. That's you. Go to the marketing tent, get your fast speed seat cushion from Promotional Penny.
And the aces are free again. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out, this time with a runner on. This one hit the other way and well. Vega goes back. Vega makes the catch on the run. Nahar is going to tag up for 3rd, and he will get there with ease. So it is a productive out as the runner moves up 90 feet. But a ball that Martinez smoked the other way. 91 exit velo. Vega just made a good play on the run. Brings up Jake Hixenbaugh. As I mentioned, productive day yesterday. He went 3 for 5 with a double and RBI, 5 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored. Today, a hat trick, 3 strikeouts. Trying to avoid the golden sombrero as he takes ball 1. Blues pitching staff has honestly done a pretty good job. Outside of that 3-run 5th inning, they've done a decent job keeping the Dodgers at bay. Only 6 total hits, but the offense just has not been there. That's a called strike too. Now having to protect. Blues looking to cut into the lead with Nahar 90 feet away. 0-2, and it's swung on and missed for, I guess, strike 2. I might add the count wrong. It's now 1-2. Hexenbaugh waits, waggling his bat over his left shoulder. Takes it in the dirt. Nahar just dancing off third base. He knows how dangerous of a base runner he is. If that ball squirts away even just a few feet, he is going to take off for home. There's a good chance he would get there too. As I mentioned, 24 stolen bases last year with the Merchants, 44 in his college career. As Hexenbaugh has a golden sombrero. 4th strikeout of the day for Jake Hexenbaugh. And the 12th for this Dodgers pitching staff as we head to the 9th inning. The Dodgers looking to keep their 3-run lead and close out the Blues. Five-two Dodgers. 9th inning, last chance for the Dodgers to add on some runs. And then the Blues will have their last opportunity to tie it up or take the lead in the bottom half of this inning. No runs have been scored since the Dodgers took the 5-2 lead in the 5th inning. Cal Whip fouls off the first pitch he sees to the netting behind home plate. The 0-1 misses away. Whip, a Santa Barbara native and a high school graduate of Santa Barbara High, finds himself ahead. 6'1", $195. He competing in his redshirt junior year this upcoming spring. He fouls that one away. Two and two to today's shortstop, who was up at the plate in the 8th inning when Mac McKinley was caught stealing. Away. Full count. Whip 0 for 5. 2 ground outs in the first and second inning, a strikeout in the 5th, and reached on an error, was stranded at first in the 6th. Swung on a miss. First strikeout for Sobolewski, and an 0 for 5 day for Cal Whip. Brings up Andrew Vega with 1 out. Vega couple of walks with a base hit and a strikeout. Up and away for ball 1. Vega went 1 for 2 in yesterday's game with a double as his lone hit and a walk. Takes this one. Good frame job by Gradell behind the plate. Ball just clipped the strike zone, according to our technology. Swung on a missed. 1 and 2 now. The high school senior Sobolewski has done a good job so far. Just allowed the walk, but has faced the minimum. Finds himself ahead and rings up Vega. 2 strikeouts in the 9th inning. That'll bring up Bradley Chicada as representing the last opportunity to tack on runs. "13 strikeouts for this pitching staff. Which means 13 bottles of slow heat hot sauce has been given out. Swung on a missed. 1-1. Blues looking for another 0 here on the 9th. They've done so in the last 3 innings, but offensively they've put up a 0 in the last 4 innings. Now that does not help. Only 2 runs came in the 4th. Swung on a miss. It's 1 and 2. Looking to strike out the side is Sobolewski. Ooh, just upstairs. Almost froze. Chicada, Bradley Chicada. That ball just missed. Two-two offering, plunks him. Two-out base runner. It's almost deja vu from the 7th inning. It wasn't Sobolewski pitching. It was Titus Gauck, but in the 7th, he struck out a batter swinging, struck out a batter looking, and then hit a batter. And it's almost identical to what's happened here. Or it is identical so far. Strikeout swinging, strikeout looking, hit by pitch. If history repeats itself, Ashton Bloom will ground out to shortstop, and the shortstop will touch second base himself. One. First pitch is a called strike. Blues would love to keep this a 3-run game. Give themselves a chance in the bottom of the 9th. Runner goes. The throw down is in plenty of time. Dive to make the tag by Janowitz, and it's in time. Second time in a row that the inning has ended with a caught stealing. Great job by Gradell behind the plate. The Blues have their last opportunity to score. It's the bottom of the ninth, and they trail it 5-2. Don't go anywhere. We'll see what San Luis Obispo can do. Kosei Suzuki will lead it off with the Blues' last opportunity. 3 to tie it, 4 to win it. Suzuki today is 1 for 3. First pitch misses away. 3 hours into the ball game. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the guests, the Coastal Dodgers. 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Blues. Called strike. Suzuki's late on the fastball, and he falls behind a ball and 2 strikes. Dodgers looking to sneak out of here with a win. After losing yesterday 9-3, the Blues will welcome in the West Coast Kings for the next 2 games to wrap up Memorial Day weekend. Here's a 1-2. Suzuki just barely hits it off the end of his bat and out of play. Suzuki looking to provide a spark. He had 2 hits in yesterday's game. Already has 4 RBIs on the season. Pitcher steps off. Almost looked like a balk to me. Few faithful fans stick around in the cold weather. Down and away, they appeal. No swing. The final attendance today, 1,283 fans. I'd say we're down to about 700. Typically what happens, the beer stands close, the weather gets cold, and fans go home. Suzuki takes another one in the dirt and has worked the count full. Ball 4. Suzuki draws a leadoff walk. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Get the job done, move the line, and it brings up Jack Gradell. Excuse me.
Batting now number 15, Jack Gradell.
Gradell got unlucky lined out to right field in the second, and Vega made an outstretched diving play in the gap to rob extra bases. Grounded out weakly in the fourth and struck out in the seventh. First pitch is a called strike. Blues have Klein in the stretch for the second time. Nahar singled in the eighth, and that was the other time Klein was in the stretch. Suzuki did show off the wheels in yesterday's game by stealing 3 bags, but I'd be surprised if we see him take off. His run doesn't mean all that much. He takes off. It's a hit and run. High chopper to third and can't be gloved by Bloom. It'll go as an error for Gradell, but the Blues will take it however they can get it.
Brings up number 47, Ty Bernal.
Brings up Ty Bernal. Bernal, tons of power, gets the matchup advantage. Left on right, he stands in as the tying run. Down and in for ball 1. Blues looking to do some damage. They need 3 runs or more in the ninth, or the Dodgers will walk out victorious. Bernal off the hands and into the netting above the Dodgers dugout. Dodgers bullpen is quiet. Klein looks like he will get the inning. Having faith in their righty. They only had 4 available relievers. They've used 3 of them. 1-1 is in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Wind still blowing hard from right to left. On second is Suzuki. On first is Gradell. Bernal stands in the right-handed batter's box. He's 1 for 2 today. Swung on off the hands and into center field. And caught by Luderer. Excuse me, that's no longer Luderer. That's Brendan Chikata. First out of the inning comes on a fly out.
Is number 19 for the Blues, first baseman Sean.
Brings up Sean Rivas. The Blues, they just got to keep passing the line. Obviously, the tying run is in the batter's box, but home runs are hard to hit here. In the cool air, the wind kind of swirls around up high. As this one's back up the middle, a base hit for Sean Rivas. Regalado sends Suzuki, now he holds him as Suzuki scampers back. Ducks will be on the pond. Blues are going to pinch run for Rivas at first base. The pinch runner at first base is Brady Alves. As there will be a meeting at the mound.
There's a pinch runner now on first base. Brady Alves comes in.
Meeting at the mound disbands. There's still no one going in the Dodgers bullpen. The bases are now loaded for Brendan Comerford, arguably one of the best hitters on the Blues. A Division I talent from Gonzaga, 2 years at Ohlone, where he just absolutely raked. Hit home runs, it felt like every single day with the Renegades. 27 in his 2-year career. Down and away. Tying run is now on first base, and Brady Alves, who pitch runs for Rivas. Winning run in the box. His name, Brendan Comerford. 1-0. Upstairs, it gets by the catcher, Stutt. Coming home to score is Suzuki. Blues get their third run of the game, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
There is no beer sales after the top of the ninth inning, but that's okay. We'll take the run without the beer.
Dodgers 5, Blues 3, looking to make magic happen at Sinsheimer on opening weekend. Two 2-0 to Comerford. Misses away, and it's 3-0. A walk would put the winning run aboard. See if Comerford has the green light. 3-0. A called strike.
I don't know about you, but I get this hankering for yogurt every now and then.
Not too sure where that one was a strike. But it's 3-1 now. Still the advantage to the hitter. Swung on and missed. Handcuffed. And the count runs full. There's a pinch hitter waiting on deck. Full count, 1 out. Swung on and hit well into left center field, but it dies in the wind. Tagging up from third and scoring is Gradal to add on another run. Comerford gets a job done. The Blues still trail it, however. Isaiah Munoz is going to pinch hit for Addison Janowitz. Munoz started in yesterday's game as the second baseman and went 1 for 4. A base hit came in the 8th inning. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. Brady Alves represents the tying run on second base, excuse me. Comerford just got a little jammed on that. Off the bat, it looked like he hit that ball a lot better than he actually did. I thought that was going to be a tough play in the gap for either of the outfielders out there. McKinley and Bradley Chicata. Here's the first pitch to Munoz, and a look at second before that. Away, ball 1. Blues have doubled their run total here in the 9th, but need one more to keep the game alive. 2 to win it. Munoz takes a called strike. Few remain here at Sinsheimer, bundled up in sweatshirts and blankets. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. The Blues are down to their final strike. But the tying run stands in scoring position. Munoz trying to be the hero. Runner goes. Called strike 3. The ball game is over. The Coastal Dodgers win the game 5-4. The Blues tried in the 9th, but it was too little too late. The bats just never really got started in this game. Only 2 hits going into the last third of the game, and the Blues lose. They dropped to 1-1 on the season and split the opening weekend with the Coastal Dodgers, but they have a chance over the next 2 days to get it right back against the West Coast Kings. Tomorrow's game a 4 o'clock start, and Monday's game a 2 o'clock start, with Monday being Mimosa Monday. Oh, that's going to do it from us here at the SLO Blue Streaming Network. My name is Ryan Giacomini, saying so long from Sinsheimer Field, where the final score is Dodgers 5, Blues 4. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.